Well, some of my friends were asking, what are you doing in Guyana at this time? Because you have been roaming around the whole world. You have been very successful in business in Asia, in Africa, and in Europe. Then why you are coming into this corner of the world and doing what? Well, I was known to be the father of service industry in Bangladesh, where I was born, and I'm very proud of my country where I was born. And those days when I started my journey in 1991 as an entrepreneur, it was not so easy. There was no facilities, there was nothing, there was no infrastructure. There was only two. There were only two five-star hotel. I'd say one five-star Pan Pacific and one four-star hotel, which was known as Intercontinental. But other than that, there were no hotel and resorts, nothing. So there was no concept of car rental services. To get a phone line was a lucky thing in your life. So those days you got to wait for months, years to get a TNT land phone line. There was no concept of mobile phone those days. Mobile phone came into Bangladesh back in 1994, and I got one of the mobile that out of 816 people, I was one of the lucky person to buy one mobile, and that was very, very expensive. $3,000 I paid for a cell phone those days when the phone was introduced. And my number was 850-816. I still remember, and it was a big size Motorola phone that I used to carry those days. So that was the starting of my business. So I went through all the sweat and tears. I started with only one staff from my home. That was my office. That was my garage. That was my office. That is how I started, because I did not inherit or I did not take anything from my parent. I took only $1 from my father, and I started my own career because I was enthusiast, and I was a kind of revolutionary that I want to build my own life. I want to build my own luck, and I created my own luck. I started with two staff and then kept on moving, and I launched with a new concept, new ideas, that one call does it all, with a concept that when you need something, you need some services, you can call one number, one place, and we arrange it for you. So the moment I launched my services, it was overwhelmed. We were overwhelmed by the response from my clients. So it was massive volume of clients that we got, and we grew 1,000% in the first year. So from my one staff organization, we became over 1,000 staff organization, and I had to start many things on demand of my clients. They demanded the services, so I had to go with their demand. That's how we started with multiple things like car rental, like security service, like supplying materials, supplying human resources, doing work permit visas, and all these things for the clients, and getting them phone lines, internet, and all those things all together, getting them apartments, getting them houses. And that's how we diversified ultimately into mega companies, mega businesses, and we specialized into those areas. Like with the security services, we brought G4S as the partner. For the car rental services, we brought Hertz Rent-A-Car in place. To run our airline, we joint ventured and brought multiple airlines in place to run our airline business. We started our first helicopter service, we started first airlines, and so on. Let me tell you what I see here in Guyana is the biggest airplane this country has right now is a BIS 1900. It's a 19-seater airplane. Whereas I started my career in aviation, I'm just giving you an example, career in aviation with a Boeing 737-200, which is 126 airplane. So that's how I started. So we have the knowledge, we know. We failed, in fact, and we failed multiple times in business, but business is like this, failure and success, of course. And no business owners or entrepreneur can say that he has made 110% success in every business. Even the multi-billion dollar owners, they won't be able to say that. They won't be able to commit that they never failed. Definitely they failed multiple times. And that's how they sustained. So that's how I'm sustaining. What I did in my own country and in Asia and in Africa and in Europe, right now we are in Canada. From there we are expanding into southern part of America, in Caribbean, especially in Guyana. When I came first time in 2021, I saw that you need a lot of things to be streamlined in service industry, in service sector. You have massive big companies in other sectors, but in service sector there are a lot of things missing. You don't have enough human capital. That's a prerequisite for service sector, and you don't have a lot of knowledge on that. You don't have a lot of facilities as well to train up the people. So that is where I decided that I will spend some of my time of my life, because I have attained all these things over a period of time, and now I know what to do and how to do this. So I want to exert some of these ideas and knowledge for this country, this prospective country, which has very small population. So we need to turn this whole population of Guyana to be resourceful. Every single person should be resourceful, highly trained, highly motivated, and highly ambitious, so that they can contribute, they can learn, they can earn, and they can be resourceful, and they build their own country. We are here as a backbone. I don't know how long I'll be surviving in this world. I'm not a young man anymore, but of course I have my knowledge, and I want to transfer this knowledge to all of you that you are listening to me, and definitely I'll be very glad, I'll be very, very committed to Guyana and to its leadership and to the people of Guyana, that with my knowledge, with my ideas, with my expertise and my team, that everyone will be able to help you and assist you to turn you around to be a resourceful person. And that is what we are looking at. So we will be developing certain services, industries in this country, and see how best we can make you to be the resourceful person in this country. And that's not very far. And once we task something, we don't leave it, we do it, and we will definitely do it in Guyana. And I look forward to working with you, hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, and build you up, build us up together, and build a better Guyana, of course, in the service industry. Thank you.